Mr. Jacque Gaudet and Mr. Will Bostick, who are going to share their time with you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is William Bostick. I'm a current senior here at Jesuit High School, and I plan to either attend Notre Dame or Boston College next year. I'm the current captain of last year's state runner-up tennis team, an honors student, and a proud member of Operation Upgrade.
I'm Jacque Gaudet. I'm also a senior here at Jesuit, but before coming to Jesuit, I attended St. Andrew the Apostle on the West Bank. And my family has been a part of the Jesuit family for decades now, so for me, choosing into the high school was never really a question. And one thing my family would always tell me was to get involved. Don't let the opportunity to meet guys from all over the city slip away. And getting to know these guys with all these different backgrounds has led to some of the best experiences of my life. In addition to being a member of the soccer team, I'm also a peer support mentor to help our young pre-freshmen adjust to high school life. In this program, we are trained by our guidance staff to help facilitate conversations about time management, dating, and a host of other important topics to young teens. I also work with the Kairos retreats, which have been inspirational in strengthening my faith life and relationship with God.
It was 7th grade year. I was at Christian Brothers Middle School, and I was sitting in Mr. Comiskey's homeroom playing Madden 25 on my iPad, when all of a sudden, I got the sheet that would change my life forever, the high school placement sheet. Now, unlike most students at Christian Brothers, I would have to fight for where I wanted to go to school. My struggle was between culture, family, and the right fit for me. Like Jacque, my family had a rich tradition of attending a certain high school, St. Augustine. My dad went to St. Aug, and at the time was a board member, so obviously I was expected to go to Jesuit. But I still respected St. Aug, not only because my dad went there, but because I knew what they did at a time when African-American men in the city needed them most and how much they helped them. But in my heart, I knew Jesuit was the right fit for me.
As I said before, I'm a member of the Jesuit soccer team, and last year gave my teammates and I one of the most incredible experiences in Jesuit sports history. It had been a difficult season. We won some close games, but we also lost some close games. We weren't consistent through the regular season, ended up seeded 15th in the state playoffs. So it would take quite the effort to win state since we'd be the visiting team in every game. But traveling site to site improved our play on the field because it brought us closer together as a team. According to the rankings, we probably shouldn't have made it past the first round. Next thing I know, we're in the state championship game going up against a team going for their 5th straight title. And against all the odds, we won state. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. One of my favorite memories from the game, though, came after the final whistle, when Cooper Arnold made his way through the swarm of other students on the field and lifted me up as we all celebrated together.
As I started Jesuit, I realized there were certain areas that were drawing me in as well. Mr. James Michelick, a theology teacher who runs an after-school tutoring program for struggling students and takes these students under his wing to increase their chances for academic success at Jesuit. Mr. Michelick worked so hard for African Americans like me to come to Jesuit. His continued works to help diversify Jesuit through Operation Upgrade inspired me to work with him. Operation Upgrade is a summer program for these students to come over the summer to increase their basic, fundamental academic skills. It's been a great honor to work with Mr. Michelick at Operation Upgrade and with Jesuit's board to help diversify Jesuit even more. And the best part of all of this is finally getting to see my Operation Upgrade students start their Jesuit careers after 5 years of work.
Earlier, I told you all I knew I was going to Jesuit since I was little. What I didn't know, though, was how close I'd become with some of the faculty and the Jesuits. Mr. Rosso, an English teacher, and Mr. Storm, a science teacher, continually give up their free time to help me and other students, an incredibly selfless act. These men have dedicated their lives to passing on incredible talents to others. Mr. Storm would stay after school instead of coming to soccer practice and help his students with chemistry. I think this says what Jesuit's all about, helping others through adverse times, developing friendships with your peers and your teachers, and in the end, becoming a man of faith prepared for the next phase of his life.
There are plenty of lessons to be learned here at Jesuit, both inside the classroom and out. As I mentioned earlier, I am the current captain of last year's state runner-up tennis team, a team that wasn't even expected to finish top 3 in state. But through hard work and dedication, we finished 2nd. And even though we surpassed what was expected of us, we're going to work even harder this year to regain our first place title. Tennis has taught me plenty of things. Never to give up on my goals and always keep fighting for them. I started freshman year as a member of the JV team, and I worked my way up to team captain. Great lessons reside in these halls at Carrollton and Banks, and not all of them are in the books. The great lesson I have learned is that life is about failing, coming back from failure and creating a plan to never experience that again, and then using your gifts from God to make sure that that plan is enacted. All AMDG for the greater glory of God.